another episode of Whispering Some Love Songs. You know, we got a date coming up. We got a potential performance coming up. I don't know how soon that is, but I believe it's pretty close by. And we got some feelings to continue working through with the deadline now set. So things are moving in a positive direction for our pairing here. You know, everybody's kind of a little bit on the same page at the same time, not, but kind of on the same page. So I think things are they're moving in a strong direction. And it seems as though Himari's slowly getting into her feelings and understanding them. So it's nice. It's nice on all ends, and I'm excited to see what more we have in store. If you guys like it all, like and subscribe to mean a lot to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion. Leave a comment to this episode or series. Let's go on episode 6. The way her hair looks there with the ears. That's a really cute outfit, though. Yeah. Also, these subs are really tiny. Sorry, it's the best I could get right now. Let me meet her. It's not, but it is, you know? And especially with you, what's there to complain about, right? Crazy height difference. I say it every time, but... Yeah, each of you buy an outfit for the other. Yeah, that's not so much her vibe, but I'd be down to see it. I'd be down to see it if they wanna. Nice. Just needed to say, you know? Damn, everything be looking good on her. Damn, she really be pulling everything off. Guess that's what happens, right? Cute people pull everything off. Yeah, they're just trying to get you to buy stuff. I feel good about yourself. Yeah, what would you like to look out into the crowd and see? We're not gonna get to see it till the performance? Damn. On you, yeah. I just noticed the little, like, light blue accent she has in her hair. Huh. It is a week away. Okay, I was right. It was close. But would you stay in the band if she rejects you? I think so, yeah. You're having fun now. So good experience regardless of what comes out of this. Nice. Don't say things like that. It's just not good when you're aggressive like that. When you lay it on straight. Confessing to someone. Oh, the song.
いつの間に。いつかの間に。すごいすごい。どんな曲なんですか？
Gotta wait. A surprise.
それは内緒。すごく歌詞考えて作ったからさ。楽しみにしてて。
I'm very excited.
わかりました。超楽しみにしてます。
Good thing about the show is the animation's like non-existent, so during the performance it probably will be non-existent, which means that I'll be able to read the lyrics as long as they get translated. So we can focus on.
イヤリング？はい。ほら、すごく似合いますよ。前ストラップ買ってもらったので、今回は私がプレゼントしたいなって。いいよ、そんな。プレゼント
Right, she wants to. Let her do it.
じゃあ。
Nice. Let's you didn't keep complaining about it. Let's go.
何してんの？はい、これをつけたら緊張しないおまじないかけま。
I appreciate that, but that was fucking lame.
本当だ。
You feel it? You feel it? Nice. This may be the last one. Whoa, 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 whoa.
こうですか？
Whoa. Oh, okay. Cool. I was gonna say, we're not at that stage yet.
ゆり先輩。これが最後のデートじゃないといいな。ライブ楽しみにしててね。
What an alarm noise. Oh my god. Oh, it was a phone call. Damn, it's concert day already. I like that you got confidence.
今日返事もらうんだよね。何さっき。
Do you have a plan if things go bad? You need to be around there.
私さ。
She lets go. She can't say it.
絶対よりなら大丈夫だと思う。ほんと急だな。
It really wasn't for like anyone else that's aware. It's just you.
あら、可愛い服着ちゃって。ほんと？より先輩が選んでくれた。
It looks great.
すっごい似合ってる。バッチリ。ありがとう。なんかすっごく緊張する。なんでひまりが緊張すんじゃい？緊張っていうか、ドキドキする。
What do you have to be nervous about?
演奏が聴けるドキドキと。
There's a lot on the line here.
恋を見つけられるのかなっていうドキドキ。恋を見つける？ヤリ先輩をどんどん好きになってるけど、これが恋愛ってことなのか、まだ私には分かんなくて。
Hopefully we have our answer after we hear the song.
私も恋愛の好きを見つけられたらいいなって。
Alright, we're on the same page here.
そっか。ああ。おまじないかかってんのかも。
Feels like you have something with you like that. Nice.
ねえ、エンジンやろう。
Feel like you're not in it alone. I really didn't think we were gonna get the performance this episode, so alright.
恋ジョージのために。おい、いいから精一杯行くぞ SS ガールズ。
Let's go SS girls. I love when our characters are the only ones with colored hair in the crowds.
一人で歌うのが。でも今はもう。
You have someone else. You also have someone else by your side, indicated by the object hanging from your ear right now. Yeah, man, she's laying right out though.
伝えたい。私を変えてくれたあなたに。
We can't even get the whole performance?
次が最後の曲です。大切な人への思いみたいなものを曲にしてきま
Okay, alright. Honestly, I thought that first one was the song. It kind of related. I forgot about Sunny Spot. My bad, guys. I'm sorry.
眩しい笑顔に心を奪われた。一目惚れって言葉の意味を知った気がした。何気ない会話が楽しくて、横にいるだけでドキドキした。朝、鏡の前にいる時間、
I wish the song was translated.
それだけじゃなくて、別れるって時の寂しいって気持ちや、一緒にいない時間の焦り、他の人に嫉妬する気持ちも知った。
Mm. How much you learned and changed from this simple experience, right?
けど、そばにいたい。好きな人の中の一人じゃなくて、たった一人の特別になりたい。
Mm.
私の隣で歌を聴いてくれるのはあなたがいい。そう思うこの気持ちを私は恋と呼びたい。
At least yours, right? Well done, everybody. Well done.
てか今の曲
Oh, 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 in front of everyone. Oh,
ゆり先輩、私も見つけました。
huh?
木野さん、ちょっとお二人さん次があるんでお話なら
Settle
外でどうぞと
that.
ほらより片付けとくから行ってき。もう一度あのより先輩を見れたらって思ってました。でも今日のより先輩のバンド
The
姿、
confidence oozed off of her. That's why she looked way cooler.
ずっとかっこよかっ
She felt more comfortable. Felt like there was a place for her.
た。より先輩の歌を聴いて見つけたんです。私の気持ち、先輩と話すのすごく楽しいです。何かあった時話したいなって思うのはいつも先輩でした。
Nice.
お買い物も楽しかったです。まだまだいろんなところに行きたい。歌ももっと聞きたいです。
We're building towards a butt, but I hope that's not the case.
そんな風に考えて気づいたんです。
Hmm.
一緒にいたい。
Oh,
他の誰でもなくより先輩といたい。
nice.
より先輩の歌を隣で聞くのは私がいい。きっとこれが私の恋なんです。
She found the answer. Let's go.
私と
Let's go.
もちろん。より先輩泣かないで。私も
She put so much into this, though. Let her cry. Do it together. But
思ってたはずなのに
why do I feel like this? Yeah,
結構きついな。
poor Aki.
水口、
Did that girl show up to our performance too? I didn't see her in the crowd.
水口は一番の友達だなって。
Ugh.
したのらしくない。らしくなくて悪かったな。録音しとけばよかった。おいより、んその一番は誰にも譲らないからね。 少しでも一緒にいたかったから、せっかく恋人になれたんだし。そう言ってもらえて嬉しいです。私本当に木野さんと付き合えたんだ。
Can't even believe it. Does it feel any different though? Because you're doing all the same stuff.
何気ない話をして
But just being together, singing the
すごく
songs.
幸せな時間で
Hmm.
楽しかった。
It's all that matters.
けど
いつも通りでは
Yeah.
せっかく恋人になれたんだから。
いおり先輩
We must
キノ
progress.
さん好きだよ。
急にどうしたんですか？
伝えたくなっただけ。
伝えたく
Yes, as simple as that.
先輩大好きです。
ああ、もうこれじゃ逆じゃん。
言ってください。恋人なんですから。
You can tell me anything.
恋人らしくビシッと決めたら木野さんにドキドキしてもらえるかなって。
But you just acted like everything was normal. That's so her.
これじゃ結局いつも通りだし。
いつも通りじゃダメですかね。
What's wrong with things staying the way they are?
私、いおり先輩と一緒に過ごせるだけで、それだけで幸せです。
でもせっかく付き合ったのになんか。
じゃあ、お返しです。
From the day before. Nice.
ただの放課後で終わらせない。
There you go. You got something.
ずるくない
No,
で
that's
すよ。
her.
とにかく、いつも通りで大丈夫です。
私もそんな気がしてきた。
学祭のライブには参加するって方向で大丈夫？特により
Yeah, you got what you want. You're still in?
あら、意外。いいの？
Yeah.
なんでさ。
She's having
その
fun.
日まれにモテるためにやってたんでしょ？もう必要ないじゃない。
そんな真顔で
Logical
言わんでよ。
conclusions, though.
やめちゃうよ。
いや、
No.
やめないってば。
私らとの演奏好きだもんね。
好きだけど悪い。
よりより、かわいいね。
オーディション？
Oh my god.
申し訳ないけど夏休み前に
Now you actually have to try.
絞らせていただきます。
ついてないな。
まあいいじゃない。私たちが落ちる。
Yeah, we're obviously better than all of them.
失礼しました。
Oh,
何してんの？
let's just let a couple minutes go by.
人の顔見て閉めるなんてひどいじゃない。
志保。
アキ。
Who's the new girl? Who to replace him with?
と嫌になっちゃ
Oh,
う。
they replaced her and she's mad.
どうも、浅凪さん。
Or is they mad it's just her? I don't know.
久しぶりに話すわね。アキ。何？まだ怒ってるの？私があんたたちのバンド抜けたこと。あんたたちもステージ狙いでしょ？
Yeah.
ってことは。
今年はオーディションらしいじゃない。
Is she solo act or she got a
うちのバンドで
band?
確定しているようなものだけど。私ね、今は3ピースでやってんの。そっちのお遊びとは比べ物にならないくらい本気。
Alright, buddy, move along. Yeah, good for you.
見たわよ。は？
Oh, you were
ママ
there.
チケットくれたから暇つぶしにね。
すごい聞いてほしくて。
浅凪さん。あなた、まだまだね。あれで満足したりしてないわよね。
Oh,
しっかりしてくれないと困るわよ。だってあなた、
why are you so
私
rude?
の代わりなんだから。
Why do you care? Our performance goes off extremely successful. Was there ever a doubt? Did anybody ever really have a doubt in their mind that things were going to work out between these two? I didn't, if we're being honest. I know I've played it up a little bit in the discussions and stuff leading up to this, but it's more of, one, it was the uncertainty. Will it immediately work at this point, or is it going to be they run into something and then somehow they develop a little bit later on? Like maybe a Yori moves past things and then Himari kind of gets interested, like, or realizes her feelings like from the distance and stuff that gets created between them, and then tries to pull herself back into it, and then we like climax or something end of season, or do we mid-season kind of just do it and let it, you know, happen here? Was more so the thing. It was never a will they ever like get together thing. It was pretty obvious from, you know, the jump. We were setting it up to happen at some point in the season, right? So all of that like was never really the question. And it was more of me trying to put myself in the character's shoes. You know, if I were in this, if I were this person, based on the information that was provided from, you know, others and that I've been able to observe and figure it out, like, how would I kind of take all this stuff? How would that make me feel? The ways that, like, I almost would have viewed that the characters possibly could take things in the way that the direction of the story can go. And that's more so what we tried to play up leading up into this. Now, most of that seemed to not actually matter, but we did get to the point where the words of Yori's song was able to kind of get through and be used as a really cool way of allowing her to come to her own conclusion through the writing of the song, and the experiences and everything that she had about the ways that she ends up feeling about Himari, and at the same exact time, the way that Himari ends up feeling about Yori through the listening to this, and the relation that each of them kind of have and the connection that they ended up having as a result to that song, and how that ended up kind of forming a little bit more of what they have and forming this idea a little bit more, especially somebody like Himari who struggles so much to figure out what her own version of love really is, being able to kind of bring this all together through the words that she's able to hear spoken through somebody else, or sung through somebody else, I guess I should say. And it all works out really nice, and pretty, I mean, perfect for what exactly it could be, right? It's not that complex of a thing to really get behind. You know, most people would have come to these conclusions and understandings and stuff a little bit earlier, but Himari's a little bit of an odd case, you know, and she took a little bit of time, but that's okay because they got there at the end of the day. In typical fashion that we've done like half of the episode so far, we also had one random moment with Shino at the end of the episode that was just like, here's some drama to throw in, some things to possibly spice it up, and we do it like right at the back end, which makes sense because we have to do something to drive the story forward a little bit more, because you can't just kind of end things and do cute time between the main characters. Well, you definitely can. Like, what are you going to do at that point, though? You know, like it needs to, there needs to be a little bit more of something to really push us a little bit while we can still develop the relationship kind of in the background as well, at the same time, and have maybe two focuses. And I think this is a good way of them kind of transitioning into it, because it's also not something like, okay, we're at a roadblock here, where do we go now? Like, we need to figure out the next stage to move forward with the story. It's something that they've clearly been setting up before we get to the end stage of this, well aware, okay, when we get to the stage, we have to do something to progress forward. And they've been kind of, the author was well aware of where we're headed here, and definitely made that decision from an early point on, which I think makes sense. I mean, from the initial point as well, by making, you know, the lead singer somebody who actually walked out, and then now you have to have somebody else step in like Yori, it makes perfect sense. She seems a little weird to me so far. I mean, we'll have to continue seeing what like happens. She's one of those characters that like, we could start off and be like, she's a bitch, like I hate her, she's like annoying for her ways of thinking, right? Just because it's like, why do you care so much? You clearly made the decision on your own to up and leave this group because they weren't trying or practicing or doing any of this stuff enough, and then you found your own group and you should be happy with them. Why are you so concerned or worried about seeing that somebody else kind of replaced you? Why you're trying to put them down? Like, none of that makes sense, you know? It's like, move past it, like grow up, like it doesn't matter. But at the same time, we have to look at it from the other perspective of, typically when characters are written to start off like this, when people have reasons for acting out and things like this, it's typically because possibly of the way that the scenario ended when she left, possibly of things that go on at home where she's almost forced into the position and thinking the way that she does, and actually striving to like be better and do all this stuff, you know, and not just kind of taking things lightly like everybody else in the band originally was. There's like a variety of factors and things that can kind of go into it, and it also gives us plenty of room to start a character like this and grow them a bit more and give them a possible redemption or a reason to bring our characters a bit higher than where they currently are, and, you know, put this person in their place a little bit more. So it gives room for growth on either side, and it could give room for growth, you know, on both of them as well, not just one or the other. So there's plenty of opportunity here that can get presented a little bit more by bringing her in, and by bringing her in the scenario that she kind of is in, which I think is pretty neat. I wonder exactly her group and everybody that's in it, if it's other people just from the school or from another school or something else that she made relations with, if they're anybody that we're all aware of at any point. And also, like, if her anger and stuff towards Yori, it seemed like at the end, was just a simple, they replaced me, and her being kind of annoyed, assuming that she would be kind of not replaceable as a person, and that they would struggle and fall apart without her, realizing maybe that she isn't, you know, as needed maybe as she initially felt that she was, and that kind of stings seeing that, or if she actually has something against Yori specifically at the moment, because she initially did get really mad when she ended up seeing her. maybe there's something built up a little bit there from the past that I'm not aware, or she's not even aware of, Yuri, that is. So we'll end up having to develop her a little bit more, but I think that's a good way for them to transition us a little bit forward. Date time begins here. I love the not knowing what outfits and stuff to wear, the mom teasing her, of course, and then we end up going on our trip here where we have to pick out some clothing, of course, and we have to find outfits. I love Himari kind of picking out like the really cutesy things and stuff that clearly Yuri doesn't want to work. Legs for days here. Oh my lord. Really funny though. And then she styles and tries on literally everything and they all work fucking perfectly for her. We end up deciding on outfits for each of us to kind of wear, which I think is awesome, which definitely get revealed, of course, once we end up continuing onwards and actually seeing the performance. Talking a little bit as well about how we started out, or Yuri started out, you know, as a way to kind of get a little bit closer to Himari, a way to sing just for her, a way to make her love her, a way to make her fall and do all this. But along the way, definitely grew her friendship a lot closer with plenty of the people in the group, learned to have a lot more fun. She was like the beginning. She was the person who catapulted her into that positive direction of opening herself up more, expanding her circle, of being more confident in herself and comfortable and doing the things that possibly she's always wanted to, but always had those issues of kind of confidence-wise, pushing herself to do so. So this person's very important to her, of course, for that reason, allowing her to actually move forward in life as opposed to just kind of holding still at that time. Picking at the earrings is really cute. It's a nice way of being like, okay, like it's similar to when they get like the phone straps or whatever it was that they got, or the on the bag. I don't know, whatever one it was. Similar to that. It's like when you give somebody something to let you know that like there's a piece of them always kind of with you, and that can be like your strength and your reminder almost that this person is with you and they believe in you and do all this, even though, you know, it's reassurance of seeing her, you know, face on while she's in the crowd there, just having a piece of that kind of hanging from you and like being a part of you almost. It's such a special thing, and it's really cute how she decided to be like, all right, let me pay for this and let me do this instead. Could you close your eyes? I thought she was going to be a bit more aggressive with this. Like concerned, but I don't have too much of an issue with that, you know, especially because it's definitely better, I think, to do it that way instead. And then if, you know, she has a problem with it, she would definitely push you off and tell you to never do it. Well, of course, we always get consent, right, guys? We always get or move forward, but either way, you know, it worked out, and clearly each of them have an interest, and there's not gonna be a problem. Poor Aki, throughout this, she was definitely going through it. You know, she wants her friend to be happy on one hand, she wants things to go positive, but she wants to be, you know, open and honest with herself and tell her own feelings and make sure that this person that she loves doesn't kind of be lost in the process and she misses out on her opportunity. It's a difficult thing, you know. Do you want to, where do you stand in that? And you have to kind of be aware of where you do and maybe move your feelings to the side and kind of just accept your role at a certain point and figure things out. It's a tough thing, you know, and you got to feel bad for her. You kind of do. You don't, because she had the opportunity for years on end now to make that move and she never did. But you still do, just because now it's like it's coming to an end and she's well aware of it and she realizes the regrets and mistakes and stuff that she kind of has at this point. Performance, we all begin. Everybody's getting excited, and we come out and we start. The performance begins. I thought the first song was it because I had some lyrics translated for it, and they all seemed to kind of match up with the relationship, but I guess that wasn't necessarily it. We had the Sunny Spot song come a little bit later. Performance animation, not the hottest, but to be honest, what were we expecting? The rest of the show is ugly as hell. Like, what were we expecting? Let's be honest. You know, it is what it is. I do like the going into the song and having like moments like this of her reflection and talking about, you know, the experiences and the things that kind of brought her to figuring out what her own love is and to figuring out the way that she wanted to write the song and present it and all of that. I think is a really fun way of doing it. It also makes it way easier on them because they have to show less of the actual performance by flashing that stuff up. But I think her reflecting on that is a nice way. I'd love to see, I'll probably check later when I get a chance, if there's another version of this, if I can see if there's lyrics the entire time for the song. I would have liked that. It's unfortunate that they're not on this one, but I mean, they translated the back end, of course, of wanting to bring that person or that person who kind of opened up their life and became that sunny spot for them. It definitely is the main thing I think that we're trying to get across, and that simple line right there is what can end up hitting and letting you know. Himari immediately running up and wanting to say something and then being like, all right, I'll dub, other people gotta go. It's funny. And then her just kind of coming forward and being like, you know, I heard it. I found out my answer. We went through everything. I enjoy all of this stuff. I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. And I really do actually like you. And she comes forward. I thought we were building towards a butt of her being like, I like all these things are amazing. And I love our relationship and all that about it. But I don't know if that's still love or if that's what it is. And I thought she was going to hit us with that again. And I was going to be like, fuck you. just accept that you're gay. Just go with it. But it worked out. This was supposed to be the best outcome. Why do I feel this way? Why does it sting so much, you know? Poor girl. But it is what it is. You're the number one, right? It's all sad, but she tries to, you know, keep her spirits up a bit as we go forward. The relationship begins, but wait a minute, don't we always just do this? We started dating and nothing's changed in the slightest. Them trying to figure out what exactly that next stage is, how they move forward. Is it so wrong to keep things the exact same? You know, do you need to have that constant progression and development within it? What do each of you want out of it? You know, a lot of people progressively become more intimate as time moves forward, spending more time together, doing more things like that as well. But in this relationship, is that what each of you kind of view it as? Is that what each of you want to keep moving towards? Do you want, what's the pacing and the things that you kind of want to be at? Trying to figure that out and work that out together is kind of where we're at here. So let's just start off slow, because of course, when we do something as simple as what Himari does here, Yori loses it completely. So maybe we should tone it down and take it a little bit, you know, one step at a time as we go forward. Yori ends up staying in the group because, of course, she likes being with everybody, too embarrassed to admit it, but she is having a ton of fun. We have to apply to now do at the school festival, and we run into Shiho, who is having some problems with us, of course, right? Which we ended up talking about a bit before. I'm excited to move a little bit forward and learn about her, learn about the history of the band a bit more between each of the members, things that possibly went down there, what her possible new group is, and how all of that is going to come. I'm assuming we're building towards probably another performance at the back end of the season here, where we'll end up seeing them to each probably be accepted, unless it's only going to be one of them. But I'm assuming it's not just one band gets accepted. I'm assuming that it's probably multiple, and then they each will, and then that she'll like realize how good that they've kind of become or improved over time, or maybe not, but maybe she'll like struggle, or things will go kind of wrong for her. I don't know what they're going to end up pulling forward. I haven't really thought that through. It's fun, it's cute, it all came forward. Confession, relationship, it all is there, and I'm excited to get into a little bit more. I'm assuming we're going to move a little bit more drama wise with a larger cast of people, as opposed to a one-on-one relationship, while progressing our relationship more still and trying to figure that out, possibly focusing a little bit more as the other members of the group maybe taking things a little bit serious, and we have somebody like Yori who is still just kind of where she's at presently, which would be like a complete flip on what we ended up having before, right? The entire group not taking things too serious, while your lead is way too serious on it, and then possibly a flip now where the new member that you bring in isn't taking things as serious, but everybody else is, which would end up causing maybe a rift that they end up having in the band and the relationship then. But possibly this brings all of them together and wants them to kind of show up this girl and wants them to work extremely hard, and maybe she's on board for it, but also could cause time where there's less moments for Himari and Yori to kind of be together, and then possible things with the relationship there. I keep trying to build drama in the relationship when there doesn't need to be any, but if they choose to go that route, that'd be interesting. But if they choose to keep things kind of tame there and just keep it focused on like, all right, we're having drama by the band here, it all works out there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, hit the like and subscribe to me a lot to me. Feel free to check out the videos and channel. Be coming to this episode of series. I will be back for episode 7 next week. Hope you guys have a great one. Peace.